Yo, what's the deal? This is Mack Malone back at you with another one. Today we're going to talk about the death of Owen Hart. We're going to go down to Kemper Arena. We're going to go down to Truman Medical Center to the final resting place of Owen. And we're going to talk about what happened that night at Over the Edge. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. And y'all can get the best from that KC journalist. Let's go!
All right, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the childhood home of Owen and Bret Hart. Their father, Stu Hart, had a wrestling gym in the basement, taught them how to wrestle, trained several different wrestling superstars over the years. Bret described the training as straight brutal. It wasn't nothing fancy. It was just a little gym in the basement. They spent day and night down there training. Eventually, opened up Stampede Wrestling, got involved in that. Owen and Bret eventually made their way to the WWF and WWE. Owen Hart, at the time of his death, had 9 different titles. Even though he never became a world champion, he was still a very successful wrestler. May 23rd, 1999, Over the Edge comes to Kansas City. Owen Hart comes out as the Blue Blazer and is set to battle the Godfather. He climbs this ladder, goes up to the catwalk, straps on a safety vest. As he starts descending, the buckles give out. The safety vest is faulty. He falls 78 feet straight to his death. Bounces off the turnbuckle, lands on his back in the ring. Medical staff rush in to help him. He had ruptured his aorta. His lungs filled up with blood. By the time he got to the hospital, he was announced dead on arrival. And this is where it was, Over the Edge, May 23rd, 1999. Owen was supposed to wrestle the Godfather. I tried to get inside. Security ran me out. They're not allowing me access to the building, so I'm just going to have to show you some pictures of it. Owen fell 78 feet till his death. His harness was faulty. He fell all the way from the top of this building all the way down to the bottom. He ruptured his aorta, filled his lungs with blood. He was pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. I'm going to take you to the hospital. They've got up barricades and got it blocked off, so security's not allowing me access to the building. But this is it. This is where it all happened. And there you have it, the old Kemper Arena, which is now known as the Hy-Vee Arena. But this is the spot where Owen Hart died in Kansas City.
Sunday, May 23rd, 1999. Because it was my first pay-per-view show that I've been to in like 5 years up to that point. And his head hit the back of the very top turnbuckle and literally, like, the impact of the hit forced his chin, like, literally right here. And then he just laid there. And that arena was just so quiet. We had no clue what happened after that. The show went on. They kept the show going, which blew my mind.
The show went on and Jim Ross had to just keep talking while Owen just laid there dying. Eventually they got him out and they rushed him into the hospital, rushed him into Truman Medical. I'm going to take you down there to the ER where he arrived. And then we're down here at Truman Medical. When he fell, they rushed him down here. Owen was rushed in here. He was declared dead on arrival. You see the emergency entrance right here. He was already dead by the time he got here. He either died in that arena or he died in transport. But nonetheless, he was pronounced dead right here at Truman Medical Center. Kansas City, Missouri. His body was flown back to Canada where his family was from, and they had the funeral in Canada. Every WWE superstar you could think of showed up. Then they took his body to the Queen's Park Cemetery. We're about to go to his final resting place. Let's go. And here we are at the final resting place of Owen Hart. 23 years later, this man is still adored, is still loved by the wrestling community, and is truly a legend in the sport. It's really sad because this whole accident could have been prevented. You know, he had backup harnesses that he was supposed to have on that they didn't have on him. It was straight negligence from the WWE. This man left behind children, a family, from one of the most iconic wrestling families in history. Rest in peace to Owen Hart, man. Just another sad story. And it was crazy, man. I remember watching it on TV and just seeing them pan and like, what happened? And people were saying Owen fell, but we didn't really know because all they were showing was the audience. And then I remember that night watching the news, the 10 o'clock news, and saying that Owen Hart had died in Kansas City. And it was crazy. We were all real big wrestling fans. I mean, I grew up, you know, I was a 70s baby, so I grew up watching Ultimate Warrior and Hogan and Andre and Ric Flair, Junkyard Dog, British Bulldogs, all the old school wrestlers. And I remember the way I felt when I saw that on the news. Like, my heart just dropped because I was such a big wrestling fan. And it was a sad day. It was a real sad day for sports entertainment. But they eventually changed the arena, and now it's the Hy-Vee Arena. It's been renovated. It's now been 23 years since Owen passed. But there you have it. There you have it. You saw the grave, saw the arena, took you to the medical center, and gave you the story of Owen. It's Mack Malone signing out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on these videos. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.
Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. True. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. And you know, get the best from that KC journalist. Let's go.